So here we are, Microsoft Teams. This is part of the Office 365 suite, and it's a so-called cloud tool because this software actually resides up in the cloud in a Microsoft data center somewhere. And we use this as a common place where we can work on our files together. Now, you can use this through a browser and it looks very similar to what you're seeing here, but you can also install the Teams app on your machine, and it's just a little bit of a slicker experience. And so this is what we have. Let's have a little bit of a tour. So over on the left-hand side, we have the navigation bar, because we're looking at Teams, but there are other things we can look at. We can look at chat, we can look at our activity feed, we can look at the calendar because this integrates nicely with Exchange Online, we can make calls, we can look at our files, etc. Then next we have our favorites bar, and this has all the teams which we are a member of because we've created a team or someone else has invited us to work on it. Now, these things can also be hidden because it's our favorites bar, but that doesn't mean that you're not a member anymore. And then we see the team itself, or rather we see the general channel of my team here. So I've got a demo team called Atlanta Office Project, because at the end of the day this is a place where we're going to be working together, we're going to be collaborating with other people on content. And so perhaps there's a project or initiative that we want to work on. In this case, it's the Atlanta office. So whenever you create a team, you always have a so-called channel called General created. And inside the General channel, we have a Posts tab and a Files tab by default. And forget about this one for now. Now the Posts tab is effectively like a wall on social media, like Facebook or some such. So we are able to have multiple conversations here. So if I want to post something on here, let's say that I want to bring some people in for some urgent work. So let's say, hey guys, we need to finalize, British spelling, the contract by 5 p.m. today. And yeah, there is definitely a typo there. Okay, this is great, and if I click on this button here, I'm going to post this and it's going to start a new conversation on the Posts tab. All very well, but you know, people might not necessarily read this. I think it needs a little bit more. Well, the first thing I might want to do is format it. So if I click here, I can format. So for example, I might say urgent work, give this a bit of a header. So visually it's a bit more appealing now. Now the thing is, once again, if I post this, you know, yeah, it's good. I mean, maybe some more details would be useful. I mean, we can put bullets and paragraphs and highlighter and things like that here. This can be quite rich. You know, I can have a table. I might say get the final metrics, work on the copy. Yeah, I know this doesn't really mean anything. Sign the contract and dispatch. There we go. So I'm just showing that we can do something a bit more fancy than just a one-line item here. This is all good, but I'd really like to draw particular people's attention to this work. And this is where I want to @mention people. So if I @mention people, there we go. I can start picking people who are in the team, such as Travis, and then I could pick some other people. And when I post this, they're going to get a notification saying that they've been mentioned in the team. They're going to see a little red icon on their activity bell here, and they're going to see a kind of red icon against anything where they've been mentioned. So this is good. I'm pulling people in. Imagine though that I had 30 people in the team. That wouldn't be so good. I wouldn't want to try and remember everyone's name and type them in @. So what I can do is @team, and then I just choose my team name, and this, I'll get rid of Travis individually now. This is now going to tell everyone in the team that they've been mentioned in regards to this work. So I'm drawing people's attention to this work that needs to be done. I could choose a subset of team as well. There's a thing called tags which you can define, which I'll show you later. And this is where you could say, create a tag called legal, get all the legal people defined under that tag, and then you could use that legal tag just to mention them in a post. But we won't do this for now. So I can post this one, but you know what? We're missing something. I'm going to attach the document as well. So I'm going to attach that here from my OneDrive in this case, and there we go, my important contract. Upload a copy. So now my file is winging its way up to the cloud. There we go. And it's now sitting, not in my home, but in a Microsoft data center somewhere. So if I now post this one, there we go, my post is there. Because I'm a member of this team, I can see that I've been mentioned in here as well, because it was everyone in the team, including myself. So people's attention are being drawn to this work, and now I have the contract here, and people can start working on this.